No magic. Why your brain is not the boss. Why did you make that decision? Because of your mind. Why do you feel that way? Because of your brain. Why do you believe that? Because of your cognitive processes. It sounds like an explanation, doesn't it? It sounds scientific. But on this channel, we argue that this is the modern form of magic. They are empty words that make us feel like we understand, when all we've done is put a fancy label on a mystery. Welcome to No Magic. We don't sell easy solutions here, but a more rigorous, and perhaps more uncomfortable, way to understand why we do what we do. Our premise is simple but radical. All behavior, thinking, feeling, believing, is the result of the historical and contextual interaction between a person and their environment. Full stop. There is no need to appeal to unobservable internal entities like the mind, the soul, or even the brain as a sole cause. Those are the new superstitions. Mentalism is believing there's a ghost in the machine. Brain-centrism is reducing everything to the chemistry of an organ. Without explaining how behavior emerges from interaction with the world. Our first principle, pseudo-explanations are forbidden. Saying anxiety made me do it is like saying a gremlin made me do it. You haven't explained anything, you've just named the problem. So if we can't blame the inner gremlin, where do we look? The answer lies in the interbehavioral field, our mandatory unit of analysis. Imagine a field of forces in constant interaction, from which your conduct emerges. It has three inseparable components. First, the situation, the immediate context. Second, the history, your unique biography of interactions. And third, the organism, your biology, which includes, of course, your brain. But the brain is a necessary component, not an explanatory one. It is a crucial part of the organism's contribution to the interbehavioral field, but the field itself is the source of explanation. The cause isn't in the brain, it's in the dynamic configuration of the entire field, the organism, its history, and the present situation, interacting as a unified whole. What about knowledge? What about truth? From our perspective, knowledge is a form of behavior, specifically, verbal behavior that is functional within a language game. What is true? What is useful for operating effectively within a game? For a game based on faith, truth is what is coherent with dogma. For the game of science, truth is the best available explanation that survives systematic doubt and evidence. Science is not a set of sacred beliefs, it is the most effective self-correcting language game we have invented for solving practical problems. Its fundamental rule is, if the evidence contradicts you, you must change your mind. This makes it functionally incompatible with language games where loyalty to belief is paramount. Let's put this into practice. Why do people believe in things that seem irrational? Instead of saying their brain is biased, we analyze the field. Take why does Maria believe her horoscope? Situation, she's stressed at work and seeks certainty. She sees her horoscope on social media. History, she was raised in an environment that spoke of energies and destiny. Reading her horoscope has calmed her in the past. Organism, she has a behavioral tendency, a product of evolution, to seek patterns and causes. The act of believing in the horoscope is maintained by its function of reducing anxiety and providing a framework for coherence. It's not a brain error, but a functional behavior within her specific interbehavioral field. Understanding this leads to interbehavioral empathy, It's not about dumb people versus smart people, but about people responding to the contingencies of their own historical and situational field. What is the ultimate goal of all this? It's not just about being smarter. It's about building a more functional society. A society where the cost of changing your mind based on evidence is low. Where honest doubt and self-correction are rewarded. Where we value science not as a new religion, but as the best pragmatic tool for collective problem solving. It's about shifting from loyalty to beliefs to loyalty to the process of correction. So, the next time you wonder, why did I do that? Don't look for the gremlin in your head. Look around you. Look at your history. Look at the situation. Analyze the function. It's harder, but it's real. It's no magic. In future videos, we'll apply this framework to astrology, meditation, language, biases, and everything that makes us human. Subscribe so you don't miss it. The most fascinating explanation is, almost always, outside your skull. At No Magic, we analyze everyday topics with critical thinking, science, and a naturalist perspective. No invisible energies, quantum decrees, or miracle cures. Just reason, evidence, uncomfortable truths, and without fear of saying, that makes no sense. Do you dare to question everything? Follow us. Critical thinking doesn't bite, but it can be uncomfortable.